Hello, in this video we will continue with the doubly linked list. In the last video I introduced it and then I talked about the add to head, add to tail. And now let's modify delete from head, delete from the tail. So we wrote this for the single linked list, but for the doubly linked list we need to make a few changes, and one of them is, so if the list is empty, we just say it is empty, you cannot delete. Okay, now let's go to the next line. Okay, cannot delete. And also, if it is not empty, there are two cases. One of them is there might be only one item in the list. So that means after you delete it, list becomes empty. The other case is there are more than one more items in the list. So here, when there is only one item, okay, in the list, we don't make any other changes. So we make both head and tail null. But here, if there is more than one item, we update this one. So we make the actually, let me just explain in here. Deleting a node from, no, we don't have that anyway. So let's continue. So you say the head becomes head next, so you move the head to the next one, but then the head will be the second item. Okay, so we need to make some changes. Okay, so with a delete from the head, we should also say that, so remember, when you move to the next one, the second one is still pointing to the first one. So it should not point to anything because it will be new head. So you should make the previous of it null. So after you move the head to the next one, you say, okay, now list head. Okay, so list head, make the previous of it null. Okay, and then you free the temp, and then that's all. So now delete from the tail. As you remember, this normally with a single linked list takes a linear time because we have to know the previous, just the predecessor of the tail. But now we don't need this anymore. Okay, and also we use temp to find out the node that comes just before the tail, and we don't need this anymore. Okay, so here we say else. What is the meaning of else? If head and tail is the same, which means there is only one item, there is only one node in the list. Else, which means there is more than one. Okay, and we say make the, okay, so here we say tail. Okay, so tail next null. Okay, so this is correct. So here we say make the tail temp. So there is no temp anymore. We know that the new tail should go back. Okay, so that means it should go back to previous. Okay, so here I say list tail, and then we already know its predecessor. We just take it and assign it to the tail. Okay, so simple. This part is actually, this should go outside because we should free the temp tail regardless. So even if you make this one, okay, so even if you make both head and tail null, still it doesn't deallocate the memory. So we take this outside of this if else. Okay, so after this if else, then we free the location. So deallocate the memory. What else? Okay, now let's test this program. So we have add to tail. Okay, so this part works actually. Um, okay, so let me run this. So DCAB, and after this, let's delete from the. Okay, actually, let me do this. Let's not add to tail. So let's not confuse ourselves. So here I say delete from head and this one. Okay, so now let me display it again. Okay, AB, so deleting A, so BCD. So this works. And also let's delete from the tail. Delete from tail this one. And display the list again. So deleting from the tail. So let's see. Okay, it works. So we had BCD. After you delete from the tail, we have BC. And what if the list was empty? So let me comment all of these out. So let's make sure that our code is bulletproof and we cannot fail it anymore. So let me run it. So delete from head worked, okay, and delete from tail also worked. It says list is empty, cannot delete. I hope this is clear. Have a nice day.